Hey YouTubers, just one back again. I have my Terminator build power supply box here, which I intend to install. So I'm going to do a quick video. The only thing I had to do with the power supply unit is that you couldn't buy that separate. You had to buy that inclusive of another piece, which is this universal remote. It's pretty much you can install it into your phone, the system's remote, and then you will operate your remote through your phone. So that's pretty much it. I didn't mind if it meant I could get the power supply unit, because you couldn't buy the separate. I didn't mind buying this. I will show you the function of this in another video, because I'm waiting for the 1966 1/6 scale Batmobile, which is also run by remote control. So when that arrives, I will show you the full function of this, because I will know everything about it by then, because it's quite in depth, the technical side of it. So yeah, moving forward, power supply unit to the Terminator. Right, you get a bunch of things. Of course, I'm going to advertise the company that's supplied me with this. So it is a, what's it called? Model Mods. There you go. Hopefully you can see that. Alright, cool. We've got that out the way. You get this power supply box. You get the main cabling for the Terminator that pretty much plugs into the areas of the Terminator that the power of the batteries does. So that's really cool. That's the main thing. This is a where the power supply unit goes to. This is basically the main plug-in point. Some stickers to fix the cabling down, on a file for filing necessary holes. You get some multi plug-in points. This one here is mine. This is the Australian version. Then you get other like Americans and English and all that sort of stuff. Yep. So you get all your plug-in points there. You get the extension cord, which I will need a little bit of. Looks like I've got well and truly enough there. Supply with some super glue. And then it's the switch. There's a switch, which I'll probably leave. I'll leave on. Because I have a separate switch in my studio where I turn on that lights up, you know, the necessary lights in my display cabinets if I want to. So I'll be, yeah, probably won't be using this switch, but that's all cool. That's all cool. So I'm just going to move forward and start doing the necessary preps to make this a quick video. First off, before I started connecting the cables and unscrewing panels off the base, I have got the power adapter cable, matched it with a suitable drill point to drill on the back of the battery shell on the outside of the base to fit this cable through like so. I have done the correct hole size, squeeze that in like so. That's the adapter part of it done. The second part of the hole making was to do a hole in the back by using a file. I have made it a little bit easier for myself and used a small drill bit to make the hole a little bit larger. So that's done. That's the back of the skull where the cable the main cable. I think they call it the main cable. Yeah, the main power cable. This connects up to the battery compartments. Right, your main power point, which you've just installed, this one here, that connects to this cable. This goes to the battery supply section, and this one, the single one, goes all the way up to the head. So now we've done all this, we're right to move forward and start installing. Right, the panel that had the battery compartment on the side of this base has been unscrewed, 4 screws. There's the battery compartment. Then after that I have removed 4 screws of the main support bars off the base, which is located in the middle of the base. So I have to remove that nice and gently. Right, that's out. That's the bars that support the Terminator. Now if I'm gently I can lay it down. I've got to be careful of the lights and everything else. So the base is, just adjust the camera, is ready for the wiring process. The wiring process is pretty much your battery compartment. Take that out. Make sure I've got the right angle here. Batteries, no more. Thank God. Remove that. Bang, removed. Now we have the side plate, which is the outside of the base, the decorative rock, if you will. Right, put my Guinness down there. I'm having a Guinness. Now I'm going to fit this back in. This was removed from the battery compartment. It basically clicks back onto there. I've taken that off, got rid of the battery. Now I have to install this back into place. So I'll get my glue. The sides I'll just apply some glue. I'm just using this tube because I've already had a super glue tube open, so I'm not going to open a fresh tube when I've already got one open. So a liberal amount, don't go too crazy. Slot that into place. Let that set. I'm applying some more glue just underneath, just to help secure the compartment, because we no longer need to open and close that anymore. That's fantastic. Okay, the next process is to pretty much feed the single end. I'm going to choose where the bar goes through. Feed that through. And with these 2 cables, I'm going to connect the red to red cable, power supply, and with the other piece, the other end, going to stick that where the battery part was. Like so. Make sure that's in firmly, which it is. Now with that, I can simply put the base panel and the main support bars back into place and secure it, because the base is done. So now it's just a matter of the main cable being run up the back of the frame that supports the Terminator. I'm going to give the slack end of this cable enough room at the top of the head, which I'll show you for reasons. If you want to turn the head, you can without the cable restricting the head from moving. So that's probably a part you want to bear in mind when doing that. So right, I'm going to secure this cable now with the intentions as I said. Okay, I've used a total of 4 of these. I had them from some sort of packaging, some chrome ties. I didn't use the stickies, I just preferred to use the ties. So I've just got a nice chrome tie there to secure the last of my, so four ties I used. I'm travelling up the main bars that support the Terminator. So I'm just putting on the last one now. Nice and neat. The cable's hidden behind the main bar, so front on you won't even see it anyway. The next step is to run this cable as close as possible to the head. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to dangle some of this cable through, like so. Just plenty of slack there. Not going to put it back into the base. I'm just going to leave it like that. You're not going to see it. You're not going to know. There's never any cables and stuff going around the Terminator. You won't even know it's there. So measure your distance to the skull on where the battery compartment is going to come out, and I'm going to plug in the final plug. So it's just a matter of removing the, oh, what a pain. I didn't quite get all my video footage, so with that cabling I've just plugged it into the top here. Just keep manipulating the cable into a spot where it's not going to interfere with putting the cap back on. I just might add the magnet. The magnet in the back of the skull plate is quite strong. It's 4 magnets, very, very secure. It's like super powerful magnets. So now the cable has been fitted to the battery compartment section. Now I prefer to have the cable just loose, just dangling around. I wouldn't go securing it anywhere, just leave it loose. I reckon it looks pretty cool actually, the metal, or sort of metal-ish looking. It's like a plastic, I think it's a plastic, yeah, it's a plastic surround. But that looks great, that's fine. So now it's a matter of turning the power on and getting it all happening. Alright, I've just, the light's slightly dimmed. I've just got the fairy lights running in the studio, just to give you the full effect of how the Terminator lights up. So first of all, it's complete, and I'm going to turn the eyes on. So there you have the eyes. They look pretty sinister. Now with this remote control, this was the last thing you get with the Terminator build, I'm going to do the eye movement. Pretty cool, eh? I'm not sure if you're going to see it that well, but there is a mouth movement. Can you see the mouth moving? Yeah. It's really, I probably would never use the mouth. I mean, it looks, I don't know, it looks really weird with his mouth open. But that's the function you have with the build. Now I'm going to move to the base. Alrighty, now we're just going to light up the base. We've got everything connected up. Very easy to connect up. Whether it's going to work or not, that's the question. Okay, we have blue light back, red light back, red light forward, front, blue light front. Beautiful. Now the other feature, of course, with the base, this well, from my angle I'm looking, it looks fantastic. You're about to see it. I'm going to drop back and show you. But the next function is the theme music. There is a little bit of a vibration. I'm not sure if it's with the speaker itself or, but you know, you can hear the music. Let's put it that way. The second function of the sound is the machinery, the function, the tracking, the tracks, and the, you know, all that sort of thing. That's quite cool. And then the third sound is the laser shooting and all that sort of, you know, if you're familiar with the movie, you know what I'm talking about. So there you have it. That's the bass and the sound effects with the lights. Very cool, very cool. So now I'm just going to drop the camera back and give you an overall look at the. To me, it looks fantastic. Being close up to the, you don't see it on film, but being right next to this Terminator is absolutely mind blowing. It's just a really cool thing to have in your studio. So if you do decide to build, go for it, man. 2.5 years of collecting the bits and pieces, but well worth it. And you appreciate it more after 2.5 years. So there you have it. I'm very proud of my build, and having this power supply, I don't have to worry about batteries anymore. It's just a God's blessing. And the funny thing is, being in Australia, I've only just finished the build of the Terminator, which is released in Australia. But a year ago it was released in the UK, and they had to wait a year to get the power supply unit because it only got released about a month ago. So it worked in really well for me because I got the Terminator build finished, and now I had the power supply unit waiting for me to purchase. So it was a win-win for me. Fantastic. Let's move the eyes backwards and forwards again. Hopefully you get another angle of the eyes. Finish off with the theme music. There's a little bit of vibration going on. The bass is that loud. I better stop it there. I don't want to get a YouTube strike. Test this one out. Catch ya.